Do you guys like The Walking Dead?
Do you? Because I like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I'm going to review issue 154, you guys. This is the cover art by the series artist Charlie Adlard. I'm going to go through all of them. Here's Tony Moore. And here is Jason Latour. And here is my favorite from Invincible artist Ryan Ottley. This is my favorite cover mostly because I like gore, and he's got a gun in the walker's eye, and that's the best. Overall, after reading it, I'm gonna give this a 6.5 out of 8 pizza slices, because I ate pizza all day today for breakfast, for lunch, and we're about to eat breakfast for dinner. I mean breakfast. But yeah, I am going to eat breakfast for dinner because I had pizza for breakfast, so breakfast for dinner. Yes, I'm having pizza for dinner too.
I haven't been keeping up with The Walking Dead. I've only read up to Compendium 2. But if you look at this variant cover, like you see some of the old characters in these windows.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Now I'm going to look at it even more so, and I'm going to say, wait, going back to the first cover, that was the thing. It was Tony Moore took his first cover and kind of updated it for the 150th cover to make it relevant to the storyline now.
Because you see like all the broken glass, and then in the broken glass is like dead people.
There is. What was I going to say about this? So, even though, okay, spoiler alert, but I don't want to spoil it for people because I really want you guys to just read it. Nobody dies. Nobody, I guess your comic book favorites, no one's dying. But the first sequence of events is definitely extremely violent, which is what it needed to draw me in again. Because I have ADHD and I'm not going to be able to read the comic if it's just boring. But anyway, you go from that scene to Andrea catching Carl, having sex with the Whisperer girl, and I was...
How old is he now in this?
He's only 13, 14 years old. And like, as a mom, catching your 13, 14-year-old kid, I don't care if it's post-apocalyptic world,
That's not Andrea's kid though.
But she adopted him. She raised Carl as her own child, and she's letting this 14-year-old kid just, oh, whatever.
But it's the apocalypse. Like, you don't know if you're gonna live or die. Your lifespan is so short and unpredictable.
But the whole point is they're trying to live in a normal world again.
But it's not normal.
I know.
And that's what they're trying to make you think.
Point.
You know?
It's like, okay, we're not going to get into this normal world ever again, but they're trying. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, but that's what always, like, even in the TV show, like, whenever they try to do something normal, they always get reminded, like, hey, we can't be normal.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like, well, as soon as the closer they get to normal, the more you know shit's going to hit the fan. So to speak. Sorry.
Which is why this issue is definitely like an opening, a new chapter to just bring on more bloodbath like
Carnage.
this. I cannot wait to see what happens in 151. Want you guys to know what I thought of it.
It's so interesting. It's so very interesting.
It is. But this was my favorite.
That's one thing about the compendiums.
This one's my favorite.
I don't think the compendiums have the cover work.
That's why you shouldn't read compendiums. You gotta wait like 3 years to read those. Just read the single issues. Alright, what are we looking at next?
Speaking of cover work, I don't know if any of you have heard of Harrow.
Speaking of compendiums type of things.
Can you not interrupt? Oh, you didn't get scared.
There's hints in the house.
You make it sound so cute.
There are hints.
There's hints.
There are hints in the house.
This one's pretty interesting. This is Harrow County. Harrow County, Countless Haints. Excuse me, I can't think or read at the same time. And as you can see, there is a haint on the cover. That's not a haint. No, that's the creature. We discussed this. We discussed this. We'll get more into the artwork in a second.
That's from the first issue of Harrow County.
If you haven't read Harrow County, or if you're interested in reading it, it's about a young girl named Emmy, and she finds out that she's a witch. She's kind of like battling her inner demon as to who she is, and I feel like that has a lot to do when you're her age, 17, 18 years old, like really finding out who you are. Mm-hmm. And that's like really reflective and more extreme. We're seeing her here.
This is a very extreme coming of
powers
age
and like a darkness inside her that she doesn't know how to deal with yet. There's a few more issues after this one. How many?
4 more.
There's 4 more issues.
This and here there's issues 1 through 4, and right now there's 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think the 9th will be coming out in February.
Okay.
So what's a haint?
A haint is a ghost. Okay? It's something, it's a southern word. I'm not a southerner.
We're not southerners at all.
So if you're a southerner, you're probably like, what are you talking about? That's like one thing, like, that's gonna be like another YouTube video.
Spooky ghost.
No, it's not really gonna give
Can you show them what the artwork looks like?
I'm going to right now.
Okay.
Oh my god. So these are the haints. But the artwork is really cool. I first wasn't like taken by it at first, mainly because I downloaded one on my phone, and your phone isn't
Which I got really upset with you when you said that, when you messaged me that.
Well, it looks different on the phone because it's watercolor. Right?
It is
and
watercolor.
comes up really flat on a screen. Like if you've ever seen a watercolor, like you take an art class or something like that, paintings in general look flat on a screen.
Which is why you have to read the actual comic and the actual books.
Right. But it was very like brave thing to do of Tyler Crook. I'm not familiar with the artist. I'm not even really familiar with the writer. I read here and there comic books, graphic novels. More so lately because they're mostly quick reads, and I don't really have time to like sit down and read novels anymore.
Definitely not a professional comic book reviewer myself, having recently started reading comics. So this is all just...
Yeah. Oh, but I wanted to show you like the importance of like cover work, and even in all like publishing and book printing. If you look at this cover, it's pretty a little gruesome. I was reading this on an airplane, and I was like, oh, I hope the lady next to me doesn't think I'm like a total creep or something.
That's not as bad as this. Come on.
That's true.
That's not as bad as this.
But the one
or this
that Tyler Crook initially the one that Tyler Crook initially worked on was very different. It doesn't really give you a good idea. Like this kind of like spells it out for you, gets you interested, and like really gets to the heart of the darkness. Heart of Darkness. Oh, that was a terrible book. But we're not talking about Heart of Darkness. And this is the one that he worked on, and he said it was really hard for him, and this one came like pretty easily. And I feel like when things come a little bit easier in your creative process, it's usually the way to go. Something's like too hard, there's a reason. And the original name was supposed to just be Countless Haints.
Countless Haints?
Yeah, it was just supposed to be Countless Haints.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So when this was originally written, it was supposed to be like a novella, like published online on Cullen. I was saying Cullen Bunn's blog website.
Gotcha.
And in this particular compendum, I guess, mini compendum. What are these
I don't
called?
know.
There's a name for these. I don't know, comment down below and be like, you idiot.
Oh, you guys are such
these
noobs. Posers.
In the back of this one, he actually published the story up until the point.
I love this though. Joelle Jones, I love this, but it definitely wouldn't have fit the story itself.
No, it's definitely not dark enough. It's too cutesy. There's a few different like variants that you can see.
I love that one too.
Yeah, this is
so
by
cute.
Kat Farah. That one. That one I probably would have liked. And then this one's really dark by Shane White.
No, I think that Tyler Crook is an awesome
This is Shane White.
artist.
Pretty good. This almost looks like oils or acrylics.
But anyway,
All these different.
that's what we read this week. And I think that's it for our Weekly Geek.
Wait, we need to read this.
Oh, you didn't read it?
I didn't read it. So wait, how many pizzas?
There's
Slices?
8 slices in a pizza pie.
Oh, so it's out of 8. I think I'll give it 7 out of 8.
7 out of 8?
7 out of 8.
I agree with that.
7 out of 8 slices.
7 out of 8 slices for Harrow County. And that's it for our Weekly Geek.
Let's start a fire.